Good morning. I'm Darshana Shah, an English teacher. I conduct beginners English course. I'm associated with Dipti Shahs. I conduct this course for people of all ages. Today, my topic in grammar is preposition, which is called preposition. See, preposition. Pre means before and position. Whenever you frame a sentence, it is necessary that it has a subject, verb and an object. Now, where should the preposition be placed? That is a major question. The preposition is placed after a verb. It is between the subject and an object. Here, preposition tells us about the position of a subject, agent in a substance. I will try to make it more clear with the pictures and few examples with it. Here, example 1. Here, a Miss under. The preposition is under. Miss Oak is sitting under a tree. Under એટલે એના નીચે, સીધા નીચે. So what is the position of Miss Oak? Under the tree. Now, next example is on. The pen is kept on the table. On એટલે ઉપર. The position of any object or thing is very essential to be narrated in a sentence. So prepositions play a very important part in grammar. What is the position of the pen? The pen is on the table. Now, you have kept your money in the bank. What is the position of your money? It is in the bank. Now, next preposition is to. Now, to means towards the place, that is in motion. It indicates motion. એટલે એ તરફ. She goes to school every day. He returns back to school, to his house after school. To. I hope to is understood. It means a taraf. Now next we go on to into. In plus to gives you into. Into means inside with motion. Now, the tiger enters into the jungle means inside the jungle, that is with motion. So the tiger enters into the jungle. You can also say, please pour the water into the jug. So that is inside with motion. Now the next preposition is on to. On to. Anybody or anything with motion comes and stays. The mouse jumped onto the table means it is not steady. It jumps from one table to the other. Now, the next preposition is up to. Means up to. The motion from down to up. and then stays at a place. The cat climbed up to the tree. Now you all must be thinking how these prepositions can be kept in mind. It is very simple. As you practice daily all the conversations, you must write them and use perfect preposition to be perfect in your grammar. Now let us switch on to the other prepositions. Since. Now my next preposition is since. Now since it tells you from the day of the start, but it does not have the end point. You can say, I have started learning English since my childhood. Why? Because the age of learning never ends. Now, I'll show you few examples. She had started creating problems since last Monday. Here, last Monday, the starting point is said, but there is no ending point to it. Next example. Next preposition is for. For has the starting as well as the ending point. Mind well, I shall repeat. The for preposition has the start as well as the end point. For example, you have been writing a letter for 2 hours. That shows the perfect period of time. Since does not show you the perfect period. It only shows you the starting point. And for shows you the starting as well as the ending point. Next preposition is by. They will have completed the work by 1999. By means ત્યાં સુધી. Now next preposition, again I'll give you the example for since. My brother has solved his problems since January. Next, you have been singing a song for 10 minutes. That shows you the perfect period of time. I hope you all have understood the difference between since and for. Though look simple, are very complicated when you write them. Now next preposition is between and among. Between means in the middle of the two, and among means in between many. In short, between એટલે બેની વચ્ચે અને among એટલે બધાની વચ્ચે. Now, between means in the middle of two persons, things, etc. And among means more than two persons, things, etc. Radha is sitting between Sita and Geeta. The politician is standing among the crowd. Means he is standing between more than two persons. So we can say the politician is standing among the crowd. My bungalow is located between the hospital and the school. That is between the two. So you can use the preposition between. The chair is kept among so many tables. Because there are many, you have used among. Okay? Now next, at. At. This preposition at is very important. It is used with the names of small villages and towns. Now, it is also used for the point of time, festival, country, city, area. For example, at 5 o'clock. I have a party at my place at 5 o'clock. Or at Christmas. We see Santa Claus at Christmas. We light candles and decorate the Christmas tree at Christmas festival. We lit diyas at Diwali. Now, my next example for at is at place. Now, whenever you want to mention a place, be careful that you have to start from a smaller place and gradually go to a bigger area. For example, I stay at Satellite Road in Ahmedabad, in Gujarat, in India. Is that fine? Now, so always remember, add with small town, then country, and then or city area. For example, in big town or large area or capital, metropolitan and big cities, etc. She stays at Andheri in Mumbai, that is in metropolitan city. I hope you've understood that whenever you want to place at, it is necessary that at and in it should be identified differently. See, I stay at satellite area. I stay in satellite area in Ahmedabad, in Gujarat. Now, in also shows you the part of the day or season. Or years or months. She eats breakfast in the morning. Remember, we always say in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, but at noon. It is compulsory. If you only use noon, you have to use at noon. I have lunch at noon. Now in it also shows you the part of the day. So she eats breakfast in the morning. Then I study in school in the morning. Now place. In, it is used with big town or large area or capital, I said, with metropolitan and big city. She stays at Andheri. At Andheri. In Mumbai. Okay? So we have used two prepositions over here. They are at and in. So at shows a small place at Andheri, and in Mumbai it is a metropolitan city. Now let us switch on to the next preposition, that is off and off. O-F and O-double-F. Off and off. Now one single off has no separation and O-double-F off has separation. Now to make it more clear, let us switch on to the examples. The ornament is made of silver. You cannot separate silver from the ornament. So the crown is made of white gold. You cannot separate white gold from the crown. So I hope you have understood the preposition of, which means no separation. Let us go on to the other example of O-double-F off, which means separation. Now, he jumped off the horse means he is getting away from the horse. That means separation. So, he is separated from the horse. You put off the light means no light. So, off, switch off the fan. So, that is no fan. So, I hope it is clear. Now, let us switch on to the other example, in and within. In means at the end of. Within means before the end point. I shall finish this work in a month, or that means end of a month. I shall try and make you understand preposition in the most simplest way in an hour. So, in means at the end of or an hour. Now, I shall explain you within. Within means before the end of a month. So, I shall try to make myself more clear in prepositions with you all within an hour. So, I shall finish this work within a month. So, that is the target and the goal which you are setting. So, within, in and in is very necessary for you to set up your goals. Now, into and out of. Into and out of are opposite to each other. Into means inside with motion. Out of means outside with motion. So they are opposite to each other. He jumped into the well to save her. That is inside with motion. And he took her out from the well. That is outside with motion. Now, you can also write by the cat jumped into the well, or the cat jumped into the hole. Now, we obviously have to save the cat. So, we took her out of the hole.